Hey, kappa kappa, hey, kappa kappa, hey.
Yo yo, I am present and here. There we go. I thought I'd cut the timer short because we always run out of time. Welcome to Thursday's stream, my time. It is 10:03 in the morning in Australia. So yesterday we've done a little bit of a mine, a little bit of a hunt. We have to concentrate on the mining because I have a job to do. Just going to repair that mining amp. I haven't picked the mining spot today yet. We actually got a heap of mining spots that are not available to us because of the mayhem. Ashy Desert's full of mobs. Can't mine there. I'd say Monopolis has mobs. I haven't looked though. We could hit Monopolis, I guess. From the Fort Pandora side maybe. So might teleport down there and have a bit of a fly around. Because at the moment, I mean, look, I always need more gas and grease. There's no doubt about it, anything. But there has to be a good balance between gas and grease, Belcar, and actually residue creating materials. So it's going to involve a bit of a deep look into our supplies and see what's actually needed. So as we can see, we have some metal mountings, good. Hard metal mountings we could do with more. And super alloy mountings sort of always could do with more. So Gas and grease is still pretty high on the priority list because we've got to make some more durable hoods, and then we need to be able to craft some heat sinks. So I guess standard plate's still the major priority here. And then of course we've got a slew of conductors that need crafting. So we'll need to do some sort of muscle oil situation. Probably hunt some, not curbs, maybe go out and hunt some of those thorophoid berserkers. My wife was telling me they're the best for muscle oil. Them or Trascarons. Trascaron? Yeah. Pretty sure that's what she said. So, today though, let's have a look at our Bellcar stash. Oh yeah, look, our Bellcar stash is a little bit mediocre. Gas and grease stash is still mediocre. So I'd say, with everything pertaining, we've got plenty of oil, not a bad supply of iron. Could do with some more melty. So look, it's all pointing towards still the peninsula. Like, I can't go past the peninsula. We do need some basic sensors though. So I'll do a bit of an amalgamation mine today. I'm going to buy some probes. We'll just buy 600 petaprobes because we need to do 100 drops per area. Just buy them. And unfortunately the first area we're going to go to is shitty because it has a couple of mobs. But they're only mourners, so quite easy to deal with. Although, however, I might head out to Monopolis and see what the dailies are, because sometimes you do get a mourn daily. I mean, look, we could always do with some more magnesium, anti-magnetic oil, NARC for basic sheet metal, standard feedback panels are always a must. A little bit more iron does never hurt, you know. I'm always up to crafting some reinforced plates. So yeah, we'll check the daily, see if there's anything that's useful to us. And we'll get this zinc mission knocked out too, because there's zinc there as well. So I think that's the play. Terp, that's a hard no. Fungoid, as fun as they are to kill, that's also a hard no. Abandon. I've really gotten somewhere with my integration with Grok. Even though I'm not gonna do Kreltons. Even though I'm only using Grok 2, I think is a downloadable version to your desktop. I don't know how people are getting their hands on Grok 4. But I guess I could just ask Grok. But I'm getting somewhere with it. You'd be surprised what you can do with it. Yeah. So anyway, the other day I was saying that I was paying a human for a certain service, right? I'll be straight out. It was a horse racing tipping service. We were paying some guy $274 a month to give us tips. Now, before you say that's ridiculous, I've got to say some things. Number one, he guaranteed that you would be in profit or your money back. That's step one. So that's pretty good. That's pretty harsh to throw out that type of guarantee unless you're good. Number two, his service is only good if you're spending $100 a bet. We didn't have that type of capital flow. We were spending $10 a bet. So at $100 a bet and at about 37% ROI over a couple of months, he does do a good job, granted. But I'm just going to say, now, I doubt he's using AI to make his picks. But I'm going to say I've just spent a week training Grok vigorously and working around the 30% rule and working around heaps of rules, and I've got Grok picking horses better than that guy does. It is scarily, amazingly accurate. And it's just using straight out the statistics. See, when a horse tipper tips a horse, he glances over, certain stats, makes a couple of phone calls to the track maybe. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, man. If that horse does not have the capability to win that race, you can have as many beers as you want with the trainer. It's not going to change anything. If the horse doesn't like a soft track, it won't win. Simple as that. Or if it does, it's really lucky. So I knew all this. So I trained Grok. It took me 2 weeks to train it. But at the moment, out of 5 races, I gave it a 10-race challenge. I said, I want you to use 20% of my balance. I had a couple $100 in there. Per meeting. You pick the amounts that are betted, but you're not allowed to go over 20%. And this is going to be a tipping service business that I'm starting. So I gave it stipulations of what it was allowed to do and what I expected of it. First couple of goes were shaky because it's got real problems pulling data off the internet. XAI has a 30% rule, and they also have a really shady way of pulling data off the internet. So I figured out some things about what data I needed to provide it to get everything right. And once I got it right, well, let's just see what happens over the next 5 meetings, whether it makes the cut. But yeah, very nice, very nice. I also got it to adjust one of my grid bots on Gate.io, and it made sense. Saved me some money and increased my profit. So AI is a good tool, man. AI is a good tool. I know it takes certain people's jobs, but at the end of the day, man, if you're looking for that neat between 5 and 15% edge over everything else, you should use it. And Grok's probably not even the best one out there. There's probably better ones. I'm just using it because it was available to me through the Twitter verified tick. That's funny. I thought one was chasing me. Had a bit of an internet outage here yesterday. The carrier had to put our internet onto the 3G or 4G network, 4G/5G network for a while. There's some ferrum nuts. That's good profit there. But they assure me that everything's good. Yep, my brother's going on a little bit of a rampage about MOG again. Gee, it must consume a lot of his time just thinking about that one coin. But anyway, when you're in a situation where things aren't that great, you got to have some sort of hope. And meme coins and things that can 10 or 100x, well, what else are you going to hope on? You're not going to be able to invest into the S&P 500 with $10. You put $10 on a meme and you hope that fucker goes up bad. Oh, here we go. We got a chaser. I'll round up this guy, and then I'll round up this guy. Okay, what gun have I got on me? I've got no guns on me, man. How am I to defend myself? We might have something in here. Hang on a second. Please have a gun. There we go, that'll do. Markov Callus 5 ELM Magician. I don't want all of that. I just want this. Chuck it into our little gun suppository, and let them have it. Good gun for these anyway. Oh, there's another one there. How are you unreachable, bro? There we go. Never got. I've killed these things for years, man, and I've never got a global off them. Not once. It's quite depressing. Oh, if it was the only thing you ever hunted, I'm telling you right now, man, don't stick on them. They just don't global. Don't know how many drops we started with. But anyway, I'll do a little bit of a zigzag. I sort of roughly know an area I can do to do 100 drops. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of ignesium and some ferrum nuts and some of the components we need. And maybe even a global / Hoff. That'd be nice. Dianum's good actually. Need that for certain guns. My brother's still got kids in nappies. Like my youngest is 17 years old. The nappy days are over for me, but he's still got young ones in nappies. Yeah, good luck, bro. It's good to see the back of them days. I loved having small kids though. It was good. But there's certain aspects of it that I don't miss. Like changing shitty nappies. It looks like I've gathered a little bit of a following here with the mourners. I'll let him chew at my back for a little while longer. See if I collect any more, and then just lay them all out. Gee, not a lot of claims. This area is usually a little bit better than this. Gecklaw. Oh, there's some zinc stone, nice. Should get that zinc stone knocked out this mining run. Right, I'll deal with these mobs. Get off me, bro. I'll pop a loot pill just for the sake of ease. Alright, there we have it. Mourner's dealt with. South, bro. South, what are you doing? Ghoul Ganora. I wonder what level they are. Oh, they must be the higher level ones. Yeah, it's a bit of a crappy area to mine, but it's sort of the only real spot I can get these specific ores at. There may be other spots that you can get them, but yeah, land area 43, basically good for ignesium, ferrum nuts, antimagnetic ore, dynam, narc, sometimes zinc, sometimes you're sort of like 50-50 between which one's going to be prominent that day. You'll have some good ignesium days, iron, you know, and iron. Yeah, I'd say iron, zinc, and narc sort of share a pool of which one's going to be more prominent on that day. And then you'll either get a fair few claims of ignesium or you'll get almost none. I know this area mine's different if you have less skills and a shallower miner too. Oh look, he's coming down to greet us. Let's drop a probe here and deal with this pack of ravaging beasts. And usually what I do is, once I've sort of completed the L shape down into this spot here, I jump on the Sky Ripper and just head up to this little peak here where the mountain is and head north. I'm going to work out how many drops I've made, because I've bought enough for 200 exact drops, so I want to stick to the plan. Alright, so we've dropped one more will be 33. Yep. So 32.5 times 2 is 65. Shit, 35 more drops. Would that get us down to 50 ped? 28 ped. That's 56 drops, 28 ped. Anyway, 60 more drops. 65 more drops. No, 35 more drops. So 126. I'll stop there and reassess. I used to use the mining log thing here and mine this area with a hex grid, but them days are over, man. Oh yeah, a bit of azure pearls here too. Good for LR30, 35s. Guns. So this will be what, the third day without a global from mining. Too close to my other run there. I find that Ignatium's a little bit more sort of often towards the top end of this land area. It's always been quite a hard ore to get. Although I did have a friend that used to get lots of it in Entropia. He seemed to have a spot there where he used to get lots of Ignatium. I do need the Alciny, so this is good. We've got a chaser. More azure pearls, nice. He can't catch us. Running too fast. One more probe and then I'll reassess. And I'll take care of this straggler here. Alright, I'll check the actual tool in my bag because that hot bar is not reliable. 42.50. So we need to spend 50 ped, which would leave 28, 38, 10, 14.5, 28, 29 drops we got left to go. Um, 101. We'll finish at 101. You can cover quite a big amount of area with 100 drops. No magnesium. Not that I've seen. So it's just not one of those days. I mean, if I was a normal miner and I came out here with a low finder and found lots of magnesium, you'd then go back and get a big amp and then mine up all the magnesium. We hope that it works like that, but it's funny when you put those big amps on, everything changes. All of a sudden you're just getting lycerium and oil. Well, that used to be the case on lower levels, but not no more. But there is a punishment level, an invisible punishment line that they'll give you. They won't give you the full spectrum of ores that you're able to get if you use an amp too big for your skills. Witnessed it many times. Nice night sky up out into the Amathera area.
Sun setting fast on a violet sky. When I feel the weight of the world tonight. Red into blue, yeah, I knew it would bruise, but I still do it all the exact same way.
Alright, 8 more drops, then we start picking up. I should actually start heading back towards the start spot, like a normal person. Five more drops. A bit more zinc, nice. Yep, nice last one. And that is 100 drops. Alright, I'll quickly TP back to the first one. Mark it on the map. TP. Phone screen timed out. Let him tirade. He keeps sending me this Bruce Lee clip to make sure that I don't end up being a panic seller. Right, where are we? Here. What is that grey dot over there? What the? Oh, that's the number. I'm an idiot. Funny. Alright, better mark some of these other ones out. Got a bit of collecting to do. It's hard to believe that when we first bought this house it had no internet, eh? They just had no connection to the internet at this house. And they had like 7 kids living here. Husband, wife and 7 kids. They had kids sleeping out in caravans and all sorts of shit. Weird. And no internet. That's probably why they ended up with 7 kids, I guess. Oh, 2 fairy nuts. Nice. No? Just 1? I was looking for those. I didn't want to kill zombie bone crushers yesterday. I was looking for those ghoul bone crushers. They're on OLA 38. Must go and check them out one day. I don't know when the Halloween mobs disappear. I think it's early December. No. Might be November the 23rd. I can't remember now. But I think they're going to hang around for a little while longer. My brother's posted me gifs of people holding big wads of $100 notes up against their face. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting what's happening with the crypto market at the moment. It's getting suppressed to the shithouse, man. But that suppression will end one of 2 ways. The supply will run out, and they won't have a choice. The price will go up anyway. You won't have much say in it. Or people will just decide to have an actual Santa rally this year. Hasn't happened for a couple of years now. We just got random spikes in price because of political stuff. Oh, where's my little map gone? It's good having the reference there to see all the waypoints. I actually missed mining land area 60 and 61. They were good. I got some good hofs in those land areas. What are you?
Names on the walls in faded gold, ghost of the ones who roll the dice.
He really does get worked up over his crypto holdings sometimes, my brother.
Turn to ice.
He just needs to calm down. All right, mark out another dozen.
Every move made to feel like chance, but nothing he does is left to chance. Thought he could love his way around, but I am the ace that breaks the crown.
Yeah, before you know it, Christmas will be here, eh? It's only really around the corner. It always sneaks up real fast.
Pulled me in with perfect lies, read my face with poker eyes, played me like a deck of cards, another win for king of hearts. Pulled me in with perfect lies, read my face with poker eyes, played me like a deck of cards, another win for king of hearts.
Smoking bongs and texting me all day. That's what he does.
Formally, I declare all love to be out of my reach. Bullet all 'cause of me.
How's the zinc mission going? Oh yeah, 292 out of 500.
I'm not angry at all.
Should be able to smack that out this round.
Guess I need
Oh, maybe not. That was one claim.
just for me.
Gonna have that mission for
You just smell
a couple of weeks by the looks of things.
my deeds. You make me shrink and freeze. I need one who will see the care with wounds I treat. What I give, I sure receive. Silver, give me gold.
No, I don't want to get back in the vehicle, man. Oh, see? The auto-equip function works today, and I did nothing. Changed no settings. All of a sudden, it's equipping my extractor. Funny. And there wasn't even a patch, so it's just some
Side by
random, weird, poor programming, I guess.
side, face the breeze. Rhythm is now part of me, and your face in the lights, the sweetest thing I've seen. I've witnessed morning sun in the fall, nightingale broke all under a willow tree. But you're just worlds apart from it all, so serene. And yeah, a girl can dream for what she wants to see. A different look, opportunity is just the thing I need.
Oh, hang on a sec, that didn't equip it. Maybe it's only when you're close enough to the claim. We'll trial it. I'll land right on top of the next claim, because I was a bit far from the claim just then, and it didn't equip the extractor. Okay, I'm pretty close there. See what happens. Nope, didn't equip it that time either. It just does it whenever it feels like it. Oh, come on, man. Still got invisible trees. Come on, man. What is this, 1980? 2001? Yep, equipped that time. Weird. Hang on a sec, it only seems to be equipping for ore mines. What have we got over here? Crude oil. See if it equips it here. Yeah, no, it did. So it's just completely random. Whenever it feels like it, I guess. Well, we know we've done exactly 100 drops, so we're looking for a 330 ped return. I don't think we're going to get it. We did get a couple of sizables. Well, at least one sizable that I saw. This one's up in the mountain. But no globals and no Hoffs. She's going to be a loss. Bro, look where this is. How am I supposed to reach that? I will just pop over here and just give it a bit of a summon, shall we? Should be this one. Yeah, it is. I try to avoid mountainous areas because of this, but sometimes you just get unlucky. Yeah, look, if the market was going to bottom out further than 100k, it would have by now. I just can't see them doing it. It got up to 105 yesterday, and then people just took profits. Or the whales manipulated it back down to 101 because they're buying OTC cheaply. That's what they do, and then they dump on retail when they want to cash their money out. They do really just use this for a bank account. Remove that waypoint. Remove waypoint. And that should put us on a fresh track, I think. I'm just going to waypoint those first two so I know where I'm going. Yeah. Okay, so it starts from there. I was watching a show last night that had a treasure map in it, and it was pointing out sort of like the human reaction to gold fever. The treasure map was to some gold, and normal people were axing and stabbing and shooting each other over this treasure. And I'm imagining this is a depiction of what actually would happen in real life. People get crazy, man. Had a nice breakfast of toast and baked beans and eggs this morning. It's really nice. The hunger will still come on at lunch. got a choice of... Gee, there's not much choice actually. Got some leftover fried rice. Leftover mash, but it's a bit old. Probably have to throw it out. It's got cream in it. Mash is from a week ago, I think. So that's got to go. Could have salad. On salad. Nah, that doesn't sound too exciting. Egg and avocado sandwich. That sounds pretty good. Maybe with a coffee. Got to leave a bit earlier today because, I mean, I'm still going to do my 2-hour stream, but I've got to leave a bit earlier to... going to pick my oldest daughter up. She's living in an apartment about an hour away. She's going to come and stay the night. She's still got a room here, so she just comes and goes as she pleases. And then pick the youngest one up from school on the way home. And then chill for the afternoon. Go, bro. I really like this vehicle. It's pretty good. It's nimble. Land vehicles really suck for most mining areas, really. Except for maybe Ashy in the Monopolis Desert. It equipped it. They're real good. They're nice and flat. You can just drive your mining truck from claim to claim, no problem. Get off me, bro. I don't kill them when I pick ores up. I just ignore them. They can't attack the vehicle, so... Yeah, it might have a Hoff in it. I'm not interested. So ever since that two times that I didn't equip my extractor, now it's equipping it every time. Weird. We're up to 165 ped. So we're only just over halfway in our return situation. We're not gonna get close. I'll be surprised if we get close. Still got a lot of claims to pick up, but it'll be touch and go. Come on, man. Just get down there. Azure Pearls, nice. I actually think Azure Pearls do... Can't remember what level gun it is. It might be level 20 to 25. I wonder if they do the revamp to get rid of a heap of the unnecessary gun blueprints and stuff. Whether they're gonna do a bit of a rebalance on the ores and animators. Because there's a lot of stuff that we mine up that we just don't use, man. Azadite. Growth molecules are okay, but if you're going to include it in land area stuff and drop it so often, reduce the friggin' weight of it, man. There's no need to have a heavy material. Because we're not incentivized to keep it. We're just going to TT it. Oh, we don't have a lot of claims to pick up. We're going to be... This mining run's going to be quite detrimental to the ped card. But oh well, that's just how it is. So what I say, I was going to hit this area, then the peninsula. I think that's what the plan was. Because we need some more Melchi, we need some more Gas and Grease, we need some more Belcar. I'd like to put on 1,000 standard plate click on after today's stream. I've only got 10,000 standard plate. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's actually not a lot. Because metal mountings chew up 32 standard plate per click. So when you put it into that context, you know, if you want to do 1,000 clicks, you need 32,000 standard plate. It's a bit rough. Hard metal mountings uses 15 per click, so that's still quite hefty. And I need the Melchi for several things. Metal plating, got that mission again today. Choose 6 Melchi per click. So that's 111 clicks. So you need like 650 Melchi just for that daily. And then we've ended up with a heap of iron. So going to craft a heap of reinforced plate for skills / residue / the opportunity to get some decent higher level blueprints as well. Namely EP Recycle 3 and 4. There was actually a stage there where my main income, like before I had a gun client, I'd done quite well. So I'd do this sort of craft mining run, and then I would do all the crafting. And back in the day, not so much now, but back in the day, I would get a fair whack, or let's just say enough of EP3, 2, 4 recycle blueprints to really kick the tin considerably every month. I'd probably get 30 to 40 clicks of EP Recycle 4, and then probably similar in 2 and 3. And you know, when you're trying to operate the game on a tight budget and you're trying to survive in here without depositing money, those small little gifts that Mindark give you, the EP Recycle 3 and 4s and stuff, they matter. They really do hit the bottom line nicely. But as of late, I've noticed they have dropped that gift off. You know, it's all well and good. I mean, to them it doesn't matter. The money comes from someone else that had to deposit. So I don't know why they feel the need that they have this company stipulation that everyone must deposit, or as many as people as possible. There's plenty of people that don't have to deposit. But, you know, almost no one plays for free. Almost everyone deposits. That's their whole thing. And it's working. Like whatever plan they had, they reduced the small little free gifts, the EP Recycle 3s and 4s. They reduced gun blueprint output. So now I've either got to buy them off someone else or spend $3,000 or $4,000 US crafting gizmos to maybe get 20 clicks of LR45, you know. Yeah, they know what they're doing when it comes to that respect, but I'm not going to say it's healthy for the game to operate in such a manner. You know, before I was playing completely for free for a lot of years under the old system, and I'd hunt every now and again and waste some of my profits. But now you just sort of like feel like I'm getting boxed into a corner to know that, you know, it doesn't matter what I do, they're always going to be clawing at me for a deposit. It's a sign of desperation to me, and I don't like it. Now, this land area wasn't that great today. 225, we're 100 ped down with about 10 claims left to pick up. So they've definitely put their hands into my pocket in the last week. Let's hope there's some recompense coming. Oh, my screen timed out. Hang on a sec. You don't want to hear the notifications, the amount of texts that my brother sends me. It's quite, their notifications can drive you crazy. Alright, so we got 7 more. No, 8 more claims to pick up. We're falling severely short on today's expenses. Got a load of sheets in the machine that I must hang out when I get out off this stream. How's our Zinkstone daily looking? 380, oh no. She's a hefty daily. Should really be 200. Not 500. Oh no, we almost got there. No, I don't want to get back on the Sky Ripper. There we have it. 100 claims picked up. No, 100 drops executed and cleaned up. We ended up with... looks like about negative 60 ped. That's a 20% drawdown on this mining run. I'm going to teleport twice. I'm going to teleport to the corner of the land area. And then there'll be a second teleport to get us home. So usually I go there. And then one more jump to the TP. I don't want a teleporting skill boost. Is that like Nizzit? Who drops a rock right near there? I'm just going to go over here and dump all this stuff off. I'm going to recycle. It's actually quite handy to have this here. Just going to put this back like this so that we know there's no claims. We're going to recycle the oil, the azadite. You know, I don't really need the gazadite. I'm going to recycle that. I'm going to keep all this other stuff because it's all useful. Didn't really get a lot of dynamore. I usually get a little bit more dynamore than that. Usually, I used to do a six area mining run. I would do This in the peninsula, I'd do the mountain. That's 3. Then I would do land area 58, and then maybe Ashy, and then land area 61 or 62. That would be my, or 59. That would be my sort of 6 land area run, and then I would do that again after I'd sort of got back to the last one, and I'd do that probably 3 times. Then I'd craft some stuff, like a couple of guns, and that would be it. I'd sell some of the anti-magnetic oil for markup, just suss the auction house to see what is short. You know, there might not be many LR40s or 45s or, you know, whatever other guns. Doesn't really matter what you're crafting as long as you're making some sort of markup and it sells. You don't want crap sitting on there for 3 or 4 weeks. You sort of want it to go in the weekend. Okay, so chuck all that in the bank. I might just quickly repair the finder. Chuck all this in the bank. And we got some stuff here. Convert that to ammo. And chuck all that in the bank too. I've been keeping the diluted sweat. I can't remember what the reason was. Wife told me it's good for something now. Usually I'll just TT it or recycle it, but she reckons it has a use. Take a word for it. No spare blueprints. Alright, we're all good. So we've got an hour. Let's just head out to the peninsula. That's a good hour run. Get us some Melchi and Garson, hopefully, and some Belka. Right, let's see if I can do this in record time. Got 55 minutes of stream left. $112 slots, 178 kilos. Yeah, that's about right. Go to our normal starting tree here. And go. Got my little map going. Put that around there. Come on, give us some gas and grease, Melchi, Belcar, and even a couple of hits of Regilite wouldn't go astray. I don't know why everyone wants to visit us this Christmas. It's like they got nowhere better to go. We don't have a big house. There's 6 of us living here. We've got one spare bedroom that's Ari's room when she comes home. And a small lounge room. Everyone wants to come and stay at our place. I said, shit, I said to the wife, I'm going to have to set some tents up or something. Because it's going to be quite... See, that's the thing, in Australia, you get a hot Christmas. You don't get snow or anything. There's no cold Christmas here. It's all hot. So it's annoying When you got people over and you don't have an air conditioner, they can have a very uncomfortable stay. Yet they still come. I don't know what the attraction is. Bit of Melchi, nice. Can't believe how hard I have to try to just get some Melchi water. Carson Grease, good. I just saw someone got a Grave Fiend on Land Area 58, so looks like Land Area 58's off limits, because that is one of my usual mining spots. Unless they've concentrated the mobs up north, but there's another natural mob that sits there, so I doubt it. Two clicks this way. Around the pink tree. And go south. Gee, it looks like it doesn't matter what land area I mine in the last week or so, it's all been pretty scrappily mediocre. Bit of Belcar, good. Yeah, we're sort of getting everything we want out here. Melchi, Belcar, Garson. Do 2 clicks this way. Go around the tree, I reckon. Adorium. Doesn't sell like it used to. Nice big run north from here. Heard an explosion last night. Something happened about 3 or 4 in the morning. I don't know whether it was a car backfire, someone smashing into something. That's probably the most logical thing. It's funny, a lot of people crash and die at this intersection down here. Must be on a bad ley line or something. One guy went through a mower and sort of farm equipment shop. So the mower and farm equipment shops at the end of the T intersection, 60 kilometre zone, so there's no reason you should really be going fast. And they reckon he went straight over, because it's on a bit of a hill, the intersection there. He went straight over and threw into that shop. Lucky he didn't hit the chainsaw section. Even when a chainsaw is off, it's a very dangerous tool. But yeah, that happened. Then a father and son got killed by a tree branch falling through their windscreen at like 10 in the morning. But that's the council's fault, man. I don't think any tree should overhang a road, especially a tree that's famous for pushing its branches off, like the widowmaker in Australia. It's a tree you don't really want to be standing under at any time. It can just detach any of its branches. If it gets a bit too hot, or it feels like the branch is not doing its job, that tree will just detach that branch. And if you're under it and the branch weighs 100 kilos, you're dead. You're just dead. I went out to a farm for some sort of... It wasn't a concert, it was somebody's birthday party and they had a band playing. And it was in Ballarat. And I said, oh yeah, whose farm's this? And my mate Richard goes, oh, it's such and such's farm. Yeah, horrible story. I go, well, what happened? And I said, they moved out here, bought the land and everything. And then 2 weeks later, the dad got killed by a branch out of one of these trees. I go, fucking what? Yeah, he was just walking up the paddock collecting wood or something, or doing something, and one of them trees detached from one of them trees in the middle of the day and squashed him. What a terrible thing for a wife and a kid to go and find. But man, that's what happens here. But yeah, they got trees leaning over the road. You can clearly see the tree is a danger and needs to be gotten rid of. And all the council's really concerned with is collecting the rate money off you every year. And not doing much work for the money. They don't even mow the grass on the nature strips anymore. They used to. I used to have a brother-in-law, and he was a contractor for the council, and he used to mow all the like the public football parks, nature strips, any sort of public area in the council's jurisdiction. He was contracted to go and, keep them tidy. They don't have that here in Melbourne. They used to. I don't know what happened. Now they just let the grass grow. No one looks after it. Crazy. Oh, we've only got 28 drops left. Man, that goes quick. Man, they're just putting me through a bit of a drought at the moment. No globals, and come to think of it, the crafting's been quite horrible for the last couple of months. But 21 drops, we'll make it. We've got it swinging around down the bottom here. and then just make it all the way back up to the top of the peninsula. And that should be quite easy with 18, 19 drops left to our name. I'll do one more click this way, and then we'll head north. Alright. Peel out these last 17 clicks. $12 more. Yeah, we'll chew these up. Getting close to lunchtime. Starvation's starting to kick in. It's a nice bone crusher, 535 ped.
Take a second to catch your breath. We're fading now. Slip away every chance we get. You feel so far from me.
Four more drops.
You're just so hard to bleed. I'm lost without your touch, without your touch. You pull me from underwater. When I was falling apart, I was lost from the start, but you'd hold me in the dark. You'd hold me in the dark.
Oh, we've got 21 drops of Universal, so I'm just going to use some of those just to make it all the way to the top of our mining run.
Slow down, take a second to catch your breath. We're fading now, slip away every chance we get. You feel so far from me. I'm lost without your love. You're just so hard to please. I'm lost without your touch, without your touch. You pull me from underwater. When I was falling
Looks like I'll have enough Listerium soon for a power container craft.
lost from the start, but you'd hold me in the dark. You'd hold me in the dark.
Yeah. One more click. And that will be that. I might just teleport there quickly. Yeah. get the show on the road. Alright, let's pick them up. Nope, don't want to equip it. Fine. No more auto-equip for me. This must have been a sizable. Yep. Sure was. I might have tea today. Coffee's alright in the morning. Can't really juggle too many of them down though. Gee, I hope I don't fall asleep at the wheel on the way today. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm very tired. Yesterday I was drifting off a bit, driving into town. It's about a 35-minute drive to the school. So of an afternoon, after I've streamed on here and had a bit of lunch, a nice warm coffee, about an hour later I get in the car and I drive to pick the young one up from school. And yesterday was a little bit drowsy driving. I was doing some night shift beginning of the year. Not night shift, actually. More like I was waking up at 2 and I was going in at 4 to start at 4 a.m. because it was in a shopping centre and I wasn't able to make loud noises after 9 o'clock. So I said to the guy that I was doing the job for, I said, look man, I don't do night shift. Not for anyone. But if you can't find anyone else to do the job, this is my offer to him. I'm willing to drag my ass up out of bed at 2 in the morning, and I should never have promised this, and go and do 5-hour shift before 9 o'clock. That's the best I can offer. If that's not good enough, hire someone else. So he can't find anyone else, can he? Because it was specific work. I had to do a structural wall in a up and coming jewelry shop. I had to put a suspended ceiling in, and it was all quite technical work, but I wasn't really qualified to put in the structural wall. So he said, that's okay, I've got a builder's license, you can do it under my license, I'll inspect it. And I said, oh, that's all fine. I said, but the thing about it is, don't whinge about the times I'm here and I'm not here, because I'm by myself. So anyway, about a week after I started the job, because you only do 5 hours a day, you can't really get a lot done. I was working till a certain hour and then going home to pick my daughter up on the way home because I was in town. The job was about an hour from home. I tell you what, man, some of those afternoons when I was driving that car, it was not safe. I was falling asleep. I'm lucky I had her in the car to sort of jolt me awake and keep me conversating, because I'm telling you right now, I would have ended up in a tree. And then the next time, the time before that, I was working for this very unappreciative client, actually. 2 hours from home. So I was leaving home at 5, getting up at 4, getting ready, having breakfast, leaving at 5, getting to the job site at 7. Then they wanted me to work till 5, so they wanted me to do a 10-hour shift and then drive 2 hours to get home. The guy could have offered some accommodation, man. So yeah, nearly fell asleep because you got to drive through a mountain range to get there and back. That mountain range is dangerous when you're tired. So moral of the story is, don't drive tired. I have friends that have lost their lives to sleeping at the wheel, and it's easy to do because you think I'll be okay, you know. I'm not the type of person that can crash into a tree, but you are. It only takes that extra couple of seconds of your eyes being shut, and you are a dead person. Now bring on the automated cars, I reckon. Hey, I'm not saying that it's good to jump behind the wheel of a car that drives you everywhere. Even though that's up and coming, we can't really avoid it. It's going to happen. But I am saying for more older people and people that get tired, like myself, or have to do long journeys, it wouldn't be bad to have an option where you can just press a button and the car keeps on its journey while you have a little bit of a 15-minute power nap. And at the beginning of the year, this year, my father-in-law had a car accident, quite a severe one on the freeway. Now, he's 70. When he had the car accident, he was 77 years old. 77. And after the accident happened, and look, his new wife has suffered severely from this accident. She's got back problems, kidney problems, heart problems. It's not good. And I said, he goes, you reckon I should get my license again and drive? And I said, well, do you remember what happened? And he goes, no, I can't remember what happened. I don't know why I tried to do a U-turn on a freeway at 110 kilometers an hour. Because that's apparently what he done. And got smashed by another car. Airbags didn't go off in the car, by the way. It was a Toyota, which I was surprised at. And I said, if you don't remember what happened, man, I wouldn't be getting behind the wheel. Because you're not just endangering yourself, you're endangering other people's lives. So anyway, 2 weeks later, he rings me up. Oh, I've got my license back. I said, what? Yeah, and I bought another car, the exact same one that I crashed. I said, what? Why the fuck would you buy the exact same car that the airbags didn't deploy on and could have actually saved some injury? Get your license after you don't even know why you crashed your car in the first place. See, I think them type of people, anyone that's of elderly age would benefit greatly from a self-driving car. Or at least a car that has, you know, those cars that if you sort of don't know what you're doing and you're going to do something that's going to cause an accident, that the car can stop you. But yeah, I reckon road accidents will decrease once a lot more of the cars are automated. Man, I can't believe how shitty these mining runs have been. And anything in general, really. The hunting, the mining, it's all been quite low key. Probably because they're handing out those 30k ped hoffs. And the rest of us just have to pay. Good. It's good to see some Melchi water claims. Had some deep fried, like on Wednesdays and Saturdays, just to sort of save on cooking time and stuff. We have deep fried fish, hash browns, chico rolls, squid strips, arachini balls, they're good, truffle ones, and a variety of stuff anyway, and the family just eats that. But the heartburn from it is just insane. So mark out these next 12. I think we're down about 350 pet on this run. Let's see how close we get to that. I mean, I think I dropped an extra 10 drops. So that's an extra 30 ped on top of 330. 360. Let's just say 360 to be safe with decay and everything. We're already down 80 ped on the first run from previous. So let's see what the cost to play is today. Have some lunch, smash out my Gods Unchained dailies, and then back in the car I go. Yeah, so there could be a good there might be an opportunity for me to get rid of my work truck, because I don't do drywall anymore, and me and the wife were talking about it last night, because she may be scoring a company car. There's a possibility that might happen, and if that happens, we've got an extra car that we don't really need. And you know, I can hire a truck if I need a truck for any purpose. Don't need to own one. So yeah, we might sell the ute off and stick to one car. What's going on? ETH is down Dow hits record. Nice. Oh, hang on a sec. I'll keep that open because... Hey, what's going on with this crude oil, man? This must have been sizable or something. Well, it wasn't a global. It was a large. Actually, that might kick the tin quite considerably. We've still got we've still got all these claims to pick up. We need 160 ped to break even. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't expect that. A windy day outside. Not raining though. There we go. It's picked up. We've got 140 ped to make up. Let's see how we go. $240. Alright. Oh, I'm holding out hope on this mining run. I think it might actually reach the 360 and be a break even. Especially if we get a couple of bigger claims in this next batch. Come on, man. Really? You snagged me, pink tree? Gee, we might be pushing the timer a bit too on this. I'll check. No, I don't think so. 29 minutes. Easy. It's a lot of work. Bubble trees. Wouldn't it be cool to have a real life Sky Ripper? You really got to watch out for those power lines though. I reckon they'll eventually put all the power cables underground. We got a lot of overhead power cables in Australia. Up in the mountains they've got more of a sort of, they don't have your traditional pole with the 4 lines on it, or 2 lines on it. They've got a big black sort of, almost like an internet cable running through the mountains with a spacer, and any sort of area where tree damage is likely to cause problems, they run this big thick black cable. There's 4 of them, and they put little plastic spacers in between them. They're still on big poles, but they're a lot more sturdier anyway, and you'd see them easy if you're on one of these flying machines. But I think eventually they will, because of the power that we're going to need for electric cars and electric everything else, they're going to need to run cables underground. They're already doing a lot of the suburbs, the newer developed suburbs. There's no power lines above head. All you got is street lights. But in these older areas where I live, we still have the traditional power line outside on the street that is susceptible to tree branch damage. What do we got here? Trading view alert. Alert on Bitcoin. Gee, that doesn't sound good. It was going up last time I looked. Where are we at? 306 with all those claims left. We might actually break even this mining trip. We've got all these claims, and we only need to make 50 more PED. So I think this mining trip is a win. Yep, I think we're going to make it. Well, it'd be nice to make the 80 pet up we just lost in that other run. Oh, was it 60? I don't know where I'm getting 80 from. I think it was 60 pet loss in the last run. 20% of 300 is 60, yeah. Come on, man. As if that tree's real. I can't get away from this tree. It's a bit of a thing to get used to, flying this thing. Has its little quirks. Ghoul Ganora. I want to go suss out the Ganoras. Looks like we're just trailing on our last run down. So it should be just the bottom of the peninsula here, and then one more run up, and that should be it. We're going to make this 360 break even amount. Easily, I think. Basically there. So now we just need to make up, there's a lot of claims. Might come close. Make up the 60 ped from the other land area, and today's break even mining run. Which is what we want to see, really. Got some gas and grease. I don't know if we really got a lot of Belcar though. But that's okay. We've got a bit of a stash in the in the bank to get some standard plates happening. How come they're all getting 500 ped bone crushers and I just get raped? Alright, we've officially broken through the break-even point of 360 ped on this run. Now we just need to make up, and I think it might actually happen. If you average out 10 ped per claim, you know, I think it's a win. But let's just see how close we get. We need an extra 60 ped, so for a total of 420, funnily enough. All we need is one of these remaining claims to be something a little bit better than ample. Sizable, large would be nice. Let's have a quick scan, shall we? Small, poor, small, average, small, small, poor, average, average, modest, average, average, small, average, small, average. Nah, okay, good to know. See if with a couple of pours and smalls and average that we can get up to our 420 mark to cover the entire day of mining. No, that's not right actually. Oh yeah, no, that's right, yeah. Because the last round was 260, so 260 and 420 is actually 680. I don't have 680 in decay. I don't have 80 ped in decay. I used 600 ped of probes. I used another 30 ped of universal ammo ish. So that's 630. So in reality, we shouldn't actually need 420 to cover today's costs. I went a bit overboard on the estimation. Probably more like 400 ped, which we're going to get there. We're at 389 now. We got 14 claims to pick up. Win. Without a global or a HOF. That's interesting, isn't it? Just a decent... The hit rate here was pretty decent compared to the first land area. A lot of claims. Well, I can't really complain about playing the game when I didn't have to spend any money today, but we are down about 1150 ped from the hunting, so that's got to come back from somewhere. Got to go to our first birthday party on the weekend. Our friend's little chubby face is 1 year old. Their first baby. Then they're going to come back here, have dinner, and then I think we're going to do some sort of societal hunt, which I may stream. Still up in the air whether I'm streaming it or not. Probably. Need to hurry up. I've run out of time. I've got 3 minutes to pick up these claims. My 2 hour time limit for streaming is not sort of concrete. It's not as if I've got an appointment or anything, but I just like to slot everything in I need to do for the day, and that does involve me limiting my ability to stream. A couple of hours is good though. Alright, last few. We did make 420, by the way. So we used, let's just say 650 pet of ammo. And about 30 pet of decay. So it is about 680. So 420 was our total outlay limit. We're now actually breaching into profit on this mining run, believe it or not, with no globals or HOFs. Unless I had some mining probes on me, but I did use the finder as a guide, and it uses half a pet a drop, so I believe in that. Couple more to pick up. Well, that's a nice one. A Ghoul Deathbringer, 2,500. I'd imagine that they're quite high level. And that should be it. For a total of 462 ped. Very nice. Yeah, we basically used... Oh, still had 2 ped of probes left, but... And the beauty is I didn't have to use a vehicle. Sending the ores back. Go back to 2 car. Alright, we will repair the mining amp. Excavator's still okay, and then we'll just refine all this stuff. So Going to recycle a couple of things. Going to recycle the oil. Everything else I want to keep. Maybe the fluid I don't need either. 131 there. And then we'll just refine. Cumbrise is good because I make F101s. If I get a really big heap of that specific ore, I'll do a large craft of F101s because I want to get my tool crafting skills up. Tool crafting is actually quite profitable, especially if you can score one of those unlimited finder blueprints. The F212, I think it is, or 213. F211, I think that's it. It's a rare blueprint. It was up for sale in the auction about 2 years ago. It was full QR100. Somebody had leveled it right up, and it was only about 2,000 ped, 3,000 ped. I just didn't have the money to buy it back then, so I couldn't get my hands on that one. But it would have been nice to have that blueprint, and the find is fantastic. It's an L finder at 600 meters with level 6 or 9 skill requirement. Really good finder. And lasts quite a considerable amount of time before it busts. And yeah, they're nice. I'm going to put this anti-magnetic oil here. Let's put this Hansidian oil here. Put this here with all these other bottles. We don't need it at the moment. I might just set it here actually. I only ended up with 517 alcinis. That sucks. See, we need to do some sensors as well. Got 200 pet of Listerium, so I wouldn't do that craft yet. So yeah. I'm going to not do EP3 today because we just don't have enough for it, nanocubes for it. So yeah. I'll just end it there, I think. Thank you for watching, people, either live or afterwards. I know a lot of you watch later on. And I'll be back tomorrow for another stream. Have a good day. And see you next time.